Okay, let's talk about this lens. This is a pretty heavy lens for in focus, but I think it weighs or lesser than the first version. So this is version 2, 673, yeah, ounces, or I should say, if I go here, it's 23.7. It's 1 pound, 7.7 ounces, or 673 grams. And then if I do the same thing with the 28 to 135, because that's what this video is about. And if I can just take the hood off. There we go. Do the same thing here. And this is with the foot on. It's 1,207 ounces, okay? I mean grams, or 42.5 ounces, or 2 pounds, 10 ounces, 5 ounce, or 10.5 ounces. So it's not that bad. So what I like about this, the zoom especially, tight or wide, zoom out or zoom in. Um, you have your autofocus, manual focus part. You do have function buttons, and I only see 2, okay? And then of course you have the foot where this can detach from here if you want to, or you can swivel if you want. I love the 95 millimeter filter size. It does bring in a lot of light, and I can go to f22 doing this. On the 24 to 70, 2.8 S2, it's a 62, I believe. No, it's a 77 millimeter. Okay. And it does have the full and limited, which, if you want limited focus breathing and stuff, that should help. But you can get the full spectrum or the, limited auto focus or manual focus. That's it. It does have a function button, 2 of them. Okay. And they have a click. So and I think that's for aperture, okay? And then these, it's as you can see from 24 to 70, the barrel does not extend. So it's a in focus in the barrel where the elements move. And then of course is the manual focus right here. Okay, so I think this is for aperture. You can put on the clicks and then you can feel it stop a little bit, but very smooth. This is a little bit tight, but I like it that way because that way, if you bump it, it doesn't, mess with the distance. On the, they're both not stabilized, and basically, what I compared this with was the 28 to 75 Tamron and the 28 to 75 Nikon, which weighs less than this. Um, the Tamron is supposed to be cheaper on the 28 to 75 than the Nikon 28 to 75, but I've seen other places where they match the price. So there's some sales going on. Anyhow, um, this is a good lens. Okay. I had to use the Z6 III to work with the gimbal. It wouldn't work with the ZR. I tried different things and I had to put on a heavier camera to balance this. But it's sharp, very sharp on the pictures. Uh, believe it or not, this f4 is sharp too, and I can go down to f22 with this one. But anyhow, I love the sun stars from this lens, and this isn't bad either. So let's see, put it like that, twist it. I got the wrong lens cap again, so I have to, when you do testing on different lenses and stuff. Okay, there we go. I'm always getting these mixed up. So anyhow, that's my take on these two lenses, 28 to 135. And I think you can see it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. And then that's 24 to 200 f2.8. No, I've been doing a lot of testing, okay? And I enjoy it. Gets me out of the house, keeps me active. I picked up 3 lenses. I'm going to start working with the 200 millimeter f2.8. I got the 400 millimeter f2.8 also. They're both the F mount DSLR lenses. I can now work with the Z6 III and Z8 on different tripods with both of those lenses at different parts. I want to catch some birds or some deer drinking out of the my little bird bath, whatever. I haven't seen any birds. I've seen deer, and they come at night to drink out of there specifically because I can see the water level down in the morning. So anyhow, this is my take on the both lenses. I think they're fantastic. Um, they're kind of pricey. Okay, 28, 2,700, 29, yeah, something like that. And you can compare it with the Nikon, which is like $1,000, 1,050. I've seen it at 850 with the Tamron, 850. And you got they're all three aren't stabilized. The first version of 24 to 70, I think, was stabilized. I know the 70 to 200 is. So, and I'm waiting for the 70 to 200 version 2 to see if it'll be just like this. In-house, weather sealed, top notch. Don't have to worry with the barrel extending out to get dust and stuff in there. That's what I want. So anyway, it's lighter than the first version, but it's no stabilization. But you do have stabilization in the camera. Depending if you have a good camera, right? If you put it on the smaller cameras like the APS-C, the crop sensor ones, digital stabilization, okay? But I like the IBIS, and then you can add the digital stabilization if you need to. But I did see, I just wish that this had a zoom feature on here also. But, you know, I think Nikon, they're going to come out with other lenses with the yellow or the gold, I should say, gold band, which means that it's going to be for video, which I'm all for. Okay. Nikon was behind for a while. They're catching up, and it just takes them some time. They want to get things right. Um, they're both in focus lenses. I think they're perfect. So anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and by the way, I haven't forgotten this. I put the 50 millimeter on the other ZR, and I use this for if I'm going to, stay down here or something. But and if I lay down farther away, you won't see me as close as you do right here. And this is a 1.8 50 millimeter lens that I have on here. And you can compare it to the 35 millimeter right here. Okay. And I made it a little bit bigger. This is what actually I am. I'm at like a little bit more than an arm's reach. And then of course with the 50 millimeter, 2.5 arm reaches. Okay. And guess what? No product review. Okay. I found the right distance to show stuff. And if I go to the other one, same thing here. Will it focus? Yeah. I just got it pointed right. All right. So I don't have to use the product showcase. Um, see, and that's why I like Nikon has gotten better with this. See, I'm to the side. I don't even have to put this in front of the face. And this is probably the better way of doing this. And this is at 1.8. And that's a 50 millimeter S. This one right here is the 35 millimeter f1.8s. I got the 1.4s in my lens bags and stuff. And I'm separating third-party lenses from the Nikon because my Nikon is almost to the max. I'm just missing the only lens I'm missing on the full frame is the 70 to 200, the 600 and 800s. Okay. That's it. Oh, and the 400 millimeter PF. Okay. I'm still trying to decide if I need those because I've been using 180 to 600. And then I got the 400 millimeter 2.8, and then I got the 200 millimeter 2.8. So I'm thinking, why? You know, uh, I, if I do go, I don't know if it'll be the 800 millimeter or just get the 600. I got the 180 to 600. I might just get the 800 millimeter. So I'm looking at that. I got the 70 to 180, which is a 2.8, but it's not stabilized, and I really need stabilization. So, like I said before, I'm just waiting to see if it's an in-house focusing lens, like the for the second version, and then I'll get it. But it needs stabilization. So, anyway. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.